And the 1985 World Rally Championship is into its final round, and here at Woollerton Park we see Timo Salonen, the 1985 World Champion, actually starting this stage in Woollerton Park. For the first time, the RAC Rally is actually starting right into a special stage, and so Salonen has, right through the gate, had to go against the clock. This, of course, is the Peugeot 205 T16, which has perhaps surprised the rallying world by taking the 1985 World Championship. Finn is really into nowhere to go, and there's a huge crowd here at Woollerton Park to watch him. 94 miles an hour as he comes down to brake for this very, very tight left-hander, and then powering away.
He has gone.
Hannu Mikkola in the Audi, 43 years of age, vastly experienced. A regular racer on the British rallying scene. 7 times since 1977 has he been in the top 3. And Hannu Mikkola has won the event 4 times. Here he comes, 85 miles an hour, we see on the speed trap as he comes down into the left hand. Marco Alén, 34 years of age, and of course this car is most interesting because it has a combination of supercharging and turbocharging in order to try to eliminate the turbo lag which affects the turbocharged cars. Marco Alén has been with Lancia for 12 years, and so he's been very faithful to them. 95 miles an hour, 98 I see, as he comes down towards us, and I do believe that that's the quickest we've seen so far. No doubt where the loyalties lie. Here comes Tony Pon. The huge crowd very interested to see just how this Austin Rover Group car is going to do in the rally this year. Let's wish Tony Pon the best of luck, because if you recall last year his rally ended rather early, in fact on the very first stage. This is a fascinating car. Remember that this one is a normally aspirated engine, basically 3 litres. It develops 410 horsepower, so immensely powerful. It's light, and of course it's 4-wheel drive. Here we see the second of the Lancia Delta S4s. This is Henri Toivonen. Remember, he is also from Finland.
Turbocharger, of course, is notoriously idle then, and then the turbocharger progressively takes over and
sliding through the left-hander with the power down all the time, and the back end swinging out, but beautifully controlled there. 105, and that is the quickest that we've seen through the speed trap, turning through the left-hander, and there is no doubt on the evidence of this very first stage in the 1985 RAC Rally that we are going to see some very rapid Lancias. Marco Alén, already fastest in the first 3 stages in the Lancia. But now he locks up, as you can see, and has to go the wrong way, the wrong side of that lock. My goodness me, that very nearly was serious for Marco Alén. He could have damaged his suspension if he'd hit the lock. Kankanen admits to having an exciting time on the Lombard RAC. And judging from the actions of the crowd, they are too. The Toyota Celica is just behind his teammate, the vastly experienced Bjorn Valdegaard. The privately entered Quattro of Per Eklund. It's known that he prefers the forests, whilst admitting that this is great for the spectators. He's on slick tyres and finds it very slippery. Former world champion Bjorn Valdegaard. He's brought his Toyota into 10th overall at Chatsworth, but his uncharacteristic spin here will certainly cost him time.
Not yet had time to change it.
rotary engine Mazda RX-7 for Ingvar Carlsen. It goes off on this stage and is in any case having ignition problems, but he continues. Malcolm Wilson. He's really started well, 4th overall at the start of this stage. Malcolm's certainly adjusting to his new team. Western Park Special Stage, number 5. The Opel Manta 400 of Open Rally champion Russell Brooks. Russell is looking forward to developing the GM's new Astra 4S next year. Jimmy McRae in the AC Delco Manta. The very popular Scot is having a few brake problems, but nonetheless is having a tremendous battle with Terry Cabey. Of course, both of these cars are suffering, and here we see Cabey really suffering as he overcooks it through the left-hander. First one way, then the other. This, of course, is one of the disadvantages of the two-wheel drive cars. And Terry, I'm sure, will be wishing that he'd A, got four-wheel drive and perhaps even a turbocharged engine to help him.
Speech House in the Forest of Dean. The Lancias had already shown that they were very brisk indeed, and the Peugeots were having a job to hold them. Both the Metros were on the leaderboard, with Malcolm Wilson going rather faster than Tony Pond at this stage, but only one Audi, that of Hannu Mikkola. But as the night temperatures dropped well below freezing, and the cars tackled the long haul through the Welsh forests, car after car fell by the wayside. As dawn broke over the forest at Troscoed, almost 50 cars had gone, including several of the top seeds.
Headlights blazing, Marco Allen in the Lancia led for most of the night until stage 15 at Riola, when he dropped to second place. The new leader of the Lombard RAC Rally, Hannu Mikkola. The Troscoed, but he's not happy with his engine at all. World champion Timo Salonen in the Peugeot made progress up to second place, but a puncture and a spin drop him back to 5th. Juha Kankkunen in the Toyota Celica struggles to stay in the first 10, but his teammate Valdegaard rolled out of the rally on the Lady Megan stage. The second Lancia spun at the same point, but Henri Toivonen survives despite a loss of engine power. Tony Pond has progressed from 10th to 6th, despite lighting problems and severe understeer. He was fastest on the Mailscut stage in the 6R4. Jimmy McRae in the Opel Manta 400 has survived the ditches and earlier brake problems to be 10th overall at Troscoed. In a real tussle with Jimmy McRae was Russell Brooks in his Manta until he spun out at Riola and lost 15.5 minutes. The Mazda RX-7 of New Zealander Rod Millen was up to 13th place before 2 punctures. Oh, what a night for Malcolm Wilson in the MG Metro 6R4. Light problems, a flying bonnet, 2 differential changes, and he's still lying 8th overall. Michael Sundström in the Peugeot 205 has consistently performed well. A few brake problems, but still, he's 7th. Kalle Grundell, fastest in at least 3 stages, the Swedish driver ripped his spotlights off in a spin. He's lying 3rd. Fast downhill into a slow right-hander at Dovey. Number 10, MG Metro 6R4 and Tony Pond have received tremendous support from the many tens of thousands of spectators and rally enthusiasts. Number 3, Marco Allen, 4th fastest at Lanavan and 2nd at Meherin. He's now roaring along, fastest on both the Havren and Dovey stages. Juha Kankkunen in the rear-wheel drive Toyota Celica benefits from the failure of others, but is running strongly in 8th overall, the leading non-4-wheel drive car.